guys, today I'm going to do a video inspired by Taylor Swift's Wildest Dream makeup look. I'm going along with my mum. She's visiting from New Zealand. She's going to be visiting from New Zealand. She's coming over to Sydney and we're going to see Taylor Swift in 2 weekends time. So we're really excited by that, and I thought I would try out a I don't know what they're called, but basically the makeup that she's wearing in her video Wildest Dreams. I'm going to basically take inspiration from that and try and recreate it on my mug here. I've got a bunch of different products, some that I haven't even tried yet, so this might sort of be a little bit kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me as I explore these new products and play around, and yeah. So let's get started. Okay, so to start I'm going to take the By Nature Bee Venom Cream. You might have seen in other videos of mine, but at the moment this is my sort of holy grail product. I use it as a moisturizer basically for my face, morning and night sometimes too. It's really light, really easy to apply, and because it is a bee venom face cream, it has a lovely tingle to it. I just realised that I don't have quite enough. The only thing I find with these is that the product kind of gets stuck, and it sometimes can be really hard to kind of pump it out. So like right now, when I need it the most. Yeah, I have really sore skin at the moment. I was attacking some pimples, and while it will be for the better today, it's just quite sore. But yeah, so bee venom cream goes on. I always put this underneath. I find it's really nice under makeup. I will use a primer, but it's really hydrating, and the bee venom kind of just sort of, I find for me, I get quite oily. The bee venom sort of sucks that away and keeps it away, and it just makes my face feel nice and soft, and like it's had a big drink of water. Then what I'm going to do is take the I do this every time, whatever this is, Shimura, whatever it is. This stuff is really good. It is the Smooth Out Instant Pore Blurring Primer. It makes awesome fart sounds. Take that, shimmy that all over, starting sort of from the middle nose area up and around. It makes your face feel really silky. But again, it doesn't sort of have any oily or sort of stickiness to it. It dries up really nice and light. It's really helped keep my makeup last, not sort of go patchy or dry in areas. Love it. And then what I'm going to go and use next is actually this, it's really teeny tiny, but this Kiehl's Actively Correcting and Beautifying BB Cream. And the reason I'm using this is because it is in the shade Fair, and I have been away recently overseas, so I've got more of a tan than I would say in the winter. So this is probably going to be slightly wrong colour for me now, but Taylor Swift is really fair, and this makeup look is really fair. She just, you know, there's no blusher, no bronzer, no contouring. It's almost like she has a real Marilyn Monroe kind of look going on, where her foundation is all sort of the same. You know, obviously it's the same one colour, but it's more the eyes and the lips that are the focus. It's quite nice. Like I'm going to repurchase it, and hopefully I'll be able to get it in, say, like the medium shade, because it has 50 SPF in it, which I find is really, really nice going into summer like we are here. And you know, when you want to wear something on your face at the beach, but you don't obviously want to put like loads of foundation or anything on. I just got a mirror above my camera, so if I look like I'm going like this, trying to see, that's why. This BB cream is not great with coverage. It's not a full coverage at all. It's pretty minimal, but and the only other thing is it has a slightly odd smell, which I think is the sunscreen, but it has vitamin C in it, and it says it's instantly perfecting formula clinically proven to correct skin tone irregularities. It is quite oil based, so you will definitely end up really sheeny, but I always use a powder to set anyway, so I'm not that bothered by that. But I'm just using my hands because it is quite a quite sort of a liquidy, thin and liquidy consistency. I just find it's easier to use my fingers, which are nice and clean anyway. But yeah, so you can see it pretty much looks like I have not put anything on, especially for covering up pimples and stuff. It's not great, but it's going to work for today because I've got concealer and stuff anyway. But okay, I'm back. Trusty headband is now in place. So where was I? Right, Keel stuff. So now that it's sort of set in a little bit, it feels really nice, which is a big plus. But obviously, because it isn't hugely covering, what I will have to do is use a concealer. And I don't always use concealer. I'm one of those people who are kind of, I get a bit lazy with it, so I sometimes skip it. But lately I've been sort of lightening under my eyes with it and trying to sort of play around and use it a bit more. Because I don't have great skin at the moment, and because of her really fair, consistent complexion, let's say, she basically, like, you know, flawless, I'm going to have a play around and use my Bare Minerals Stroke of Light. It's an eye brightener and illuminator, but it's basically the same thing. Like, it's, you know, it's there to conceal and brighten up redness or, I guess, blemishes and stuff, so I'm going to use it anyway. So I'm just going to slap this on a bunch of different sort of places where I am a bit more red, and then also sort of use it right now to brighten up. This stuff's really, really nice formula. I actually got this a couple of years ago when I saw someone else using it. But I've just sort of picked it up again and started using it again, and I really like it. This one is in the shade Luminous 2. I think there's 1 and 2. Maybe there's 3, but I think there might only, well, when I got it, I remember there was only the 2 shades to choose from. But it's really, really nice. And then I'm again just going to use my fingers. I like to pat it out. I just find this gets a bit more of an even look at the end. I don't have a concealer brush. I could use some sort of smaller like eyeshadow brushes and stuff if I wanted, but I just find fingers are nicer. It sort of warms it up and blends it in a lot nicer rather than sort of being a bit more, I just find it's harder. You tend to kind of get more sort of like brush strokey look, or you just kind of end up moving it around, but I just find patting it in the easiest for me. So we're going to do this. And then this is going to hopefully sort of brighten up my whole complexion a bit more to give me the right colour, I guess, for the video. She has a, if you haven't seen, I'm not sure if I will have put a photo in by now or whether I'll leave it till the end, but she has a really bold red lip and then winged eyelids. Basically no eyeshadow, like I'm trying to sort of figure it out, but it's a really sort of matte, sort of sheer colour, like sort of, you know, like a pinky, really pinky, a really pale skin tone, sort of flesh coloured eyeshadow, possibly. I'd assume she has something. It's very hard to see because it just looks like nothing. She just looks like it's flawless, like it's her skin. And yeah, then she has a really bold wing eyelashes. So it's really only the eyes and the lips. Right, I've got to remember these bits. If anyone has any tips, any skincare, anything great for adult acne, please let me know. I've obviously feel like I've tried everything, even you know, down to diet. I exercise, I drink a lot of water, so it's nothing, you know, there's nothing like, oh, change your diet and drink more water, because it's not that. It is down to sort of hormones and just my body, but you know, I still think there's got to be something else that's going to work, because I've tried all the really harsh chemical sort of stuff, all the treatments. I've even, you know, gone back and done the clean and clear, Clearasil sort of stuff, all the different night gels and creams and all the, like, prescription stuff, and it's yeah, just nothing. Like, it's just, you know, it's at that point where I've learnt to live with it, but I'm also really fed up with it, and it will go away. Well, not go. It will sort of seem like it will clear up really, really nicely, and then it'll just sort of all come back again, or your time of the month comes again and it just blows up all over again, and then it will slowly go away, and then the time of the month comes and it blows up again. So obviously my body is trying to balance all the hormones and stuff out, but it's taken like a year. It's been like this for, you know, almost a year now, so it's just a little bit annoying. At the end of the day, who really cares? Now what I'm going to move on to is powder. I do have my trusty Shiseido pressed powder, but I'm thinking, because it is more of a tan shade, that it's going to end up making my whole face look a lot darker, and we're trying to keep things fair. So what I do have that I haven't actually tried is this Shiseido Future Solution LX Total Radiance Loose Powder, and yeah, again, I got given this and I have yet to try it, but because it's so beautiful, I haven't wanted to sort of open it and ruin it yet. But it's got this really nice pearlescent lid and packaging, and it has this beautiful, so soft little puffy thing. I don't really use these, I just find brushes easier, but it's just so soft and beautiful. So see, yeah, it's not even open, so I'm going to, oh gush, what's gush? Oh, and it's just got the little sort of holes, so I'm just sort of going to shake some in there. Take my big mama brush. And this is like a translucent powder, so really it should just, it should not really apply any colour, but just sort of tidy everything up and take away any sheen and just sort of blur everything out a little. It's amazing if you just pat your powder. because by patting it, you're just really placing it on the skin and blending it in. If you're swiping around your face, you're only moving it around and it's not going to be as effective. It feels quite nice, this powder, so I'm definitely going to put this up and, you know, find a nice spot for it because it's just so pretty. I don't really do winged eyeliner much. I'm not very good at it, so this is going to be interesting. But I found some Mode Cosmetics liquid eyeliner. I'm pretty sure this was like a couple of dollars from the pharmacy or something, so. But it's got quite a good sort of tip on it, so hopefully we'll see. But I'm not actually going to do that right now. What I will do first is just start doing sort of eyebrows. So I might just do eyebrows first. And I did just brush these out before because I could see them in the mirror and I was just like horrified at what they look like. What I'm going to use now, this is really, really good and a drugstore brand, is the Rimmel London Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer. It is just a twist up black waterproof eyeliner. And it even has a little smudgy stick on the end, so that can be really, really handy. I'm not going to use it today. But basically what I use this for is I put this up in my sort of top waterline on both sides, obviously, and I find that this really helps define your eyelashes. And I tend to get, weirdly, but I tend to get compliments on my eyes when I do this. I guess it just sort of makes them a bit more, whatever this means. Lifting up your eyelashes, you then want to target your waterline. It's really weird to do this when you're not like straight up at a mirror. So I'm kind of like shrinking. It's just like this fear within me that I'm gonna like poke my eyeball out. Like I just can't do it. So yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it just helps to sort of define your eye and make your eyelashes look like they're thicker. Then I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill in #1 mascara. This stuff is amazing. Oh no, I've got an itchy corner. Ooh. Basically what you're going to want to do is go straight up, so you get much better eyelashes. Because you want to sort of get the bottom of the lashes and then take it all the way through. And you're going to do all sorts of funny faces. That's just what happens. And I am going to attempt to put false lashes on as well. So this is just sort of like the base to, excuse me, to that. I'm so sorry that I'm sniffing. I've, for like 2 weeks, been trying to get over a cold and the little snots just won't go away. I'm going to attempt this liner. Okay, so now that I've done a really awful job on the winged eyeliner, I didn't make it crazy winged, I can't do it, but what I've done is gone and made my, done basically like a wing without a wing, so made it all nice and full like hers. Again, this is just taking inspiration, trying to recreate the look. I'm obviously pretty awful at doing winged eyes, so I'm just going to keep it like this. This is sort of an alternative, I guess, to what you could do. So what I'm going to attempt now is using these Glam Eyes false eyelashes. These ones you can just get, I was given them, but you can just get them from any sort of pharmacy, drugstore, chemist that you like, and they are called the the Miranda lashes, so they are sort of quite full and will hopefully look really, really nice. So now that I've put the eyelashes on, I just went back in and touched up the eyeliner because I did smudge it a little bit. And what I want to do is just to take this Coastal Scents Reveal palette sample, which just is a quad, and I just want to take the nice matte sort of bone colour, I guess it is. And what I'm going to do is just really lightly just put a dusting of this over my eyelid. Being really careful not to smudge your eyeliner. Okay, so what I've got is 3 options for the lips. I'm not sure which one we're going to use yet. So there is the Chi Chi Creamy Matte Liquid Lipstick in Showstopper. We've got the YSL Glossy Stain in number 9, which is Rouge. And then I have Lancome in Rouge as well. What does it say? Lancome Rouge Definition. So this one is basically a really, really classic red lipstick. I swatched that one. So it's a really deep, deep red. The Chi Chi Liquid Creamy Matte Liquid Lipstick, which comes like this. Oh, it's quite pinky. Yeah, I think that might be a little too pink for her look. Or we have the YSL Glossy Stain. And this one is, it just says number 9. It comes in this glorious, beautiful, beautiful packaging. This one, oh, it's quite sheer. Like the Lazy Girl's Guide to Makeup. So, I feel lovely and soft. So I'm not even going to line lips, I'm just going to go straight in with the Lancome lipstick. Basically, this is my take on the Taylor Swift Wildest Dreams video makeup. I obviously don't have dark hair. If I did, then I would look a lot more like her. Well, I wouldn't look like her, but I would be a lot more similar. For somebody who is not the best at makeup but still enjoys playing around and loves to make videos and really likes Taylor Swift, I don't think it's too bad of a job. So I had a lot of fun recreating this look from Taylor Swift's video Wildest Dreams. I'm not a professional by any means, and you can probably tell all the way through this video because there were all sorts of fails, but I had fun doing it, and that is the main thing. With makeup, you don't have to be anyone special, you don't have to be a makeup artist. You can just have the creativity, the teeny bit of creativity within you to want to have a play and experiment and try out new things. And I've really enjoyed today because it's been a challenge. I don't often do things like winged eyeliner, and I really never wear false eyelashes. If only you knew how long it took me to get these on, and I mean, don't look too close. But I just had a good time, and I'm really glad that I did try it out today because I've managed to try a whole bunch of new things that I've had that I just haven't found the time to give a go. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was easy enough to follow. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!